Welcome back to the Medieval Challenge, and this is what we have so far in terms of the modeling, and there is more modeling to do, but in this video I'm going to do mostly texturing, and it's going to be easy texturing as well and easy unwrapping. In the last video I modeled the lantern and the log, and we textured that, and this is how that ends up looking. I think the first thing that I'm going to do now is I'm going to create some more logs over here. And I'm going to start by just taking this one and sliding it over here. And I'm going to rotate X90. And we're going to do a few just changes to this log here. Have a look at that. A little pile of logs. Let's do another smaller one up here. Let's take that one. I got a pile of logs. Now they all have the same ends right now. And so what I'll do is I'm going to come in and select here. I'll go to UV editing. And this is the image that I used for these logs. This is the main log bark texture. And here is the end here. And let's just focus on that. Okay, so I could take that, bring it down here maybe. I'll have a difference there. I should probably, well, that one's okay. Okay, let's come to this one. And let's move that over here. Let's do that. Let's come into this one. Let's see. Let's grab that face. Okay. I'm not really going to see the backs anyhow. Let me just change this one here. You can rotate this. So we have a pile of logs. Don't worry about the backs. All right, back over to layout. Let's see how it looks with this. Slightly different lighting. Okay, so that's great. So we're going to move on now and do some of the house. So I've got those, and let's see what we've got. I'm going to apply that mirror and apply that bevel, and I'm going to come in and I might do each one individually. We'll see. I'm going to use Smart UV Project, come over here, and I have that. let's put on, that's not the wood that I want to use, actually. I want to use a different wood, so I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to create a material. I'm going to call this wood dark, and I'll come to the shading tab, Shift Control T, and I'm going to search for that wood. This is the wood I'm going to use here. Now, this one is probably not, I'm not sure if that's easily available or not. You can just basically use whatever wood you want to use. Now, I'm going to come over to the UV editing, and I'm going to select that. I have more than one right now, so let me just grab that wood. It's the base color, and just this one for the moment, and I'm going to rotate 90, UV, pack islands, but I don't want it to rotate. So this is what I want to get at. And let's see how these all look. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to do this one. Smart UV project. Rotate 90 and pack. And I could move these around if I'm concerned about it looking like it repeats. Smart UV project, select pack islands, rotate 90 actually, pack islands. So I'll go with that. Because this is the front, maybe I will GY. Just move that into a different position. Okay, let's go ahead and do the roof now. Let's come in and smart UV project that as well. Make sure that has the wood dark on it. You can see the wood grain is going that way. I want it to be rotated like that. Now, if I put that back on, how is it going to look? I think it's probably going to be okay. I'm not going to see both sides in the same, so I'll go with that. Let's do this one. Okay. And what I might do though for the ends, I might rotate that 90. And how about this one? I'll rotate that 90 as well. So I'm going to have different shades of wood, but I'm doing all the dark wood, and then this is going to be a different wood. So I'll do all of these in dark wood. Let's see if I do all of those together, how it'll look. It's probably going to be okay. I need to do a little bit of work on there, so I'll still do that. So let's do this. I think I'll GY. I'll just position them in different places and see if I get a little bit of variation. So Smart UV Project, rotate 90, pack islands, GY a little bit. Make sure the material is applied. Okay, we'll do that. Let's get these guys. See what it's like if I do them all together. If I get enough pixel density, I think I'm going to be okay here. Rotate 90. Pack islands. Apply the material, so that's mirrored over. So what I might do periodically is I'm going to apply the mirror after you apply the bevel. I'll take that back. Sometimes it'll be a little bit different if you apply the bevel later. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to rotate 90 and do that one over again. And it's packed. And I might come in here and select a couple of these. Control L and GY, just move them a little bit around. Hopefully there'll be a bit of variation, or nothing obviously exactly the same. So that does that. And let's do these ones here on the side. Okay, all of them there, right? Okay, let's apply the bevel and the mirror. See what it's like doing them all together. And I'll just grab a couple of these. Control L. Oops. And move them a little bit. Okay, so that gives that and that. And we'll have a look. I can easily go around and select individual faces if I want. You know, like this, and just move it to create some variation. All right, so let's do the window frames. Might do though, it's actually in a different wood. So let's move on and do something different. If that's going to be the light wood, then I want that probably to be the dark wood. Let's see what this is like just with that going on. It's not bad there. Let's take that, and it's not bad either. Let's see. I'm going to go with that for now. So I'm going to switch over now to some metal. I'm going to be using the same metal I've got there, and I already have it because I brought that into the scene. So that's from last video. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to Smart UV project that as well. However, I'm going to be applying the metal. So there it is. And I'm going to add a subdivision on there. And I think I will go ahead and apply that. We'll keep that. Let's do the door with that same wood. Let's see how she looks. Just so we have that. I'll bring some lights in after. I'm not certain I'm going to keep this thing here, but in case I did, I'm going to join all these pieces and see if there are any modifiers on here. There's that bevel and that bevel. Okay, I'm going to join these up. Control J. I think I'll come, yeah, that one's not, that's still a curve. I'm going to get rid of that actually and just keep these. Control J on that. And let's Smart UV project that. And we'll put on that metal in case I decide to use that for something. All right, let's have a look at some of the sidings. So I've got that piece there. Okay, this is going to be plaster. And let's come over here and Shift Control T and find a plaster that I like. I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use diffuse, displacement, normal, and specular. Let's try that. Let's just see if I just unwrap that. Versus if I smart UV project it. I think that looks just fine like that. Let's come over here and I'll get rid of this and I'll bring in the diffusers to have a look at it. And let's see if I rotate this. Okay. Not worried about both sides. It's that one. Let's try another one just to have a look. Let's just look at this one. It's nice as well. Gray plaster, diffuse. Try just packing it and seeing at its normal resolution. Maybe I'll put on, just for now so we can see the contrast, I'll select the wood on this and let's just do that. Let's smart UV project that. Rotate this 90. It's not going to be plaster, but let's try just putting that on. Okay, it went onto the window, but it's okay. Just to see it against the plaster. I may be going back to the other one, but I'll leave it like that for the moment. This one here, I need that stuff to be plaster. I'm going to separate it. It's just going to be a little easier for now. And I guess this stuff here, that's one piece. Okay, so I'm going to separate that as well. And I'll take this and I'll smart UV project it. Now I don't want all of them with that line there. So I'll do that. Okay, I'm seeing that line. That's part of it. Let's go up here. Go with that. Come back to the windows in a bit. Let's have a look at the brick down here. I don't think I want to do them all at once, but I'll start with that. Let's create a new material. We'll call it brick. And well, let's make sure it's on there. Let's see what we've got. Some of these you may be able to find. It's not that one. It's not that one. this one, I think. Color, displacement, OpenGL, normal, and roughness. Okay. Wow. Let's do that. Let's come over here. Get rid of that. Not that I really need to see the bricks on there, but let's rotate 90. And I'm going to scale. Okay. So I think I will do each side on its own. And get roughly what I want. Let me try just packing it. No, and then scaling. I should probably count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. I think I'm getting it. Is that 8 or 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. Two, three, four. Something along that line. I'm going to bring some lighting in here, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, there's just a little bit more light now. And what I would also do is an environment texture. But what I want to do right now is fix up this. So I'm going to focus on just this piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off that little extra piece there. So I'm going to slash key to focus on that. I'm going to come in here, select it. And let me just think about this for a second. Do I want to have that piece there as well? Yeah, I might. And I'm going to cut it right up there. Select it all, and I'm going to use mesh bisect. And I'm going to come here, and I'm going to cut up. And I'm going to clear outer. Let me double check that that will work for me. And it's still covered up. It just doesn't extend past like that little bit there. So I'm going to do that again here. Mesh bisect. I'll come down this time a little further out. Let's do that. And we have that problem on the back as well. So control 1, I think it is, slash, and we'll do this. There, select again, mesh bisect. There we go. We should be okay now. I should have that solved, that problem. Alrighty, so there's more I want to do to these bricks, including adding some grime or grunge or dirt. I'll reconsider whether or not I like the wall here, but what I'm going to quickly do, and then I'll leave it at that, is going to be the windows. Okay, so I'm going to select here this piece, and I'm going to add another material here, new. This is going to be glass. It's not going to be see-through though. And I'm going to come to the shading tab. The texture I'm going to use for the glass is one that I purchased at one point, and so I can't make it available. I wish I could, but I can't. And so you can just search around for a glass. The good thing about this glass is that it's got these blocks. I mean, you could make this in Substance Painter, but I mean, it's got all this great stuff. And I'll show you what I mean here. Let's just straight unwrap that and make sure that is assigned. Okay, there. Now that's not what it's going to look like. I'm going to come into UV editing, and I'm going to switch this now to that glass right there. And I'm going to find my, I just want this, and I'm going to scale it in, and G, and I'm going to position it over one of these, and it's going to look like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the mirror, and I'm also going to get rid of all of this stuff here. And I'm going to copy this over this window right there, and then I can position the glass. So Shift D, and pull that in, get it roughly where I would need it, and I'll come in here now and I'll take that and let's put it at a different spot. So I should have that and that. And I'm going to join those and find something like this that should be central. Let's oops, let's not do that. Let's come in here and bring the cursor there. Take these and set the origin to the 3D cursor and mirror these. And I got them on the other side. Oh, we're close. I just need another wood. And to tell you the truth, I wanted to do something here. I actually don't want this many logs. I want something like that. And I want to put a pallet of some sort underneath there. I'm just going to drop this down. You could deform these logs, of course, and that would look even better. But I just want to, I'm going to join these. You can always do other work on them later, all right? And I haven't been naming anything. I'll go back and I'll do that. I'm just going to come in here and really quickly do something underneath them. So they're sitting up off of the ground. So I'm going to do that, and then I will come in here and I'll start with that. Make some planks like that, roll up like this just a little bit so I can deform them, and I'm going to select and control, select and control. I'm holding shift and then control, by the way. Alright, I'm going to come into individual origins. I'm going to scale in the X. I'm going to push in. No, I didn't do that. Y and G. Just make sure that they are separated now. SX. give them some separation, and take this, go back to median point, and proportional editing on random, and a little bit of movement here and there. Maybe that one. Okay, something like that, and then I'll turn that off, and then I'm just going to just make these a little bit different here. Okay. All right, something like that, and let's give it some thickness with solidify, and I will come downwards like that, and then bevel 0.01. Let's go back here, and let's control A, all transforms, and I'm going to come in and individual origins, and I'm going to scale X and pull them together a bit like that, and I will apply both of those. Come in here, Smart UV project. Let's go back to median point, and here, and for now I'll put on that wood dark, and here I'm just going to rotate 90, and pack islands, I rotated them, and let's see how that looks. Okay, I got that, and I'm not quite done that yet. Just underneath there I would have a cube. All right, so for the moment, that's what we have now. I want to throw in an environment texture real quick, and let's grab something, maybe this one, and I'll throw that on. I'm going to change the strength to 0.3, and all the lighting would have to be adjusted, but we'll do a quick test here to see how she is starting to turn out. In fact, I'll do it relatively close. I want to get my logs in there, and the lantern, and a little bit of the window. All right, so I'm going to be doing this most likely in Eevee. All right, let's make sure that I've got ambient occlusion bloom, which I don't. Screen space reflection, I'm going to turn ambient occlusion up to 2. There is more work to do on this, of course, but we're going to just get a sense of this right now. And I'm going to do, I'll leave those sizes for now. I think I'll just do an 80% render though. And there's work to do in the compositor, etc., etc. Let's just have a quick look. This is what it looks like so far. All right, with the wall there, the windows, the wood, the logs, etc. I will put ambient occlusion on here, and we'll get some dirt in at least the bottom part. And of course we need some more props, some different lighting, the wood here, and that kind of stuff. But it's coming along pretty nicely. And I'll do some grass and some shrubs and stuff like that. And we'll have a closer look at the wood and see if there's anything that needs to be changed. But I mean, we're moving along relatively quickly. Okay, cool. I think it's looking just beautiful. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.